Coming from Southeast Ohio, it's a very, very impoverished area, and the poverty rate is almost 2 times the national average, and there's so many people there that don't have a lot. And I'm up here for all those kids in Athens and in Athens County that, go home to not a lot of food on the table, hungry after school. And you guys can be up here too.
The 31 seconds that Joe devoted to at the Heisman speech to the food insecurities in Southeast Ohio and Athens County, that was the first time I think that Joe and Robbie and I realized that he had a platform to make a difference.
Luke Anthony Richardson. He had been a great football player. He was one of the stars of his football team. He was just a joy for everyone. He committed suicide. Luke was the light of our family. He had just turned 20 years old. One day he just started struggling. We could see, but at the age he was, we just thought that was normal. But I think we've realized since then that it was because he was struggling and he didn't want us to see that.
It was kind of one of the things where it didn't happen to us. This thing doesn't happen to us. And it's been over a year. It's still tough to talk about because this kid had the physical things that we talk about in life. He had all that. But he could not, he just battled, and he hid it from us very well.
It's opened a lot of people's eyes that if it can happen to us, it can happen to anybody. And I've also learned that getting mental help isn't as easy as you think. I actually received a phone call from Children's Hospital saying, hey, we wanted to know if you wanted to apply for some funding for Grace's bill, because Grace did have a breakdown about, 3 months after Luke passed away. And so they passed this information on, and then the lady called me back a couple weeks later and informed me that it was the Joe Burrow Foundation and that they were wanting to help with mental health for kids, and that they were going to pay off her bill. And I was so thankful because you can imagine the expenses we had with a funeral, and I think it's an awesome thing. Of course, Joe Burrow he's younger than a lot of my kids, but he must see something there that is so needed. And it's so good to see that someone cares enough to help. And something that is so important now. We do need funding. It's not easy to get the help that you need, especially if you can't afford it. People really need help. To the people that have the funds that can donate, you have no idea how much it means to a family that needs help. The help that we needed, the help for your child. There are so many people that are struggling.
The light needs to be shined on, and Joe's, that he's shining the light on this. I mean, he's blessed as a strong young man that can handle a lot of pressure. I think shining the light on this thing means more than any amount of money that could pay.
It's so good to see that someone cares enough to help.